Yo, welcome back to the Lump and Mimi's Raw Show.
Mimi and Lump, men don't listen, guys. How y'all doing out there in Karate Land?
What? We don't listen?
Absolutely not. I've told you like 3 or 4 times in a row. Specifically, you still haven't learned. You're going to learn today.
Oh, well, if you looking the way you look today, then I guess it will be me that wins the way.
Don't be jealous because I'm fly.
Fly. Today is July 18th, 2021. And I hope you guys had a good week. Sorry we missed y'all last week due to some technical difficulties that was going on.
We'll see what had happened, y'all, was my homie, my brother from another mother, from the same daddy, from the same penny. He got married. J-Dog, Jason Holmes, last week he was married. His wedding happened to Candace now Holmes, and it was so absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It was great. I don't know about the hors d'oeuvres because that wasn't real food, but they made up for it and they gave us real meat at the final dinner table for the sit down dinner, and that was very nice. The whole thing, I drank with them, I partied with them, I caught up with a lot of people we hadn't seen since college, and just the whole atmosphere. It was very, very beautiful. That's an example of Black love, excellence in all shapes, forms, and fashion, and in general, they united. And I'm glad that I was there to witness it. I had fun, and I wasn't able to do the show. That's what I was trying to get to. See, what had happened was Coach Will over here, my brother, Lump, came to pick me up, and I was supposed to take a nap on the drive home so I'd be prepared. But because he made me drive home, then I wasn't prepared. When I sat down too long, I blinked and took a deep breath, and I was
taking my nap, getting ready for the show.
He did. He was ready, but I was not.
But it's all right.
It's all right. We back. I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. Black belts, we do have slip-ups. I call it a brain fart. And I had it, and now I feel better. And so we're back.
You just been out fart during the show today.
No, sir. Well, not as a lady. As a lady, boss. No, won't happen.
Hey, guys, be ready for a good show. We got some good topics today.
That's it.
And like I said, you guys need to not only like, share, and subscribe. Well, I want you to share first, like last, and subscribe in the middle still. All right? There you go. That's
it.
All right? Make sure that you guys, share with people out there who need some positive things going on in their life, because we try to speak some positive shit into y'all lives.
Absolutely.
Y'all got some shit in y'all lives. You hear me? So, Ms. Regina, we're going to go ahead and get into the first topic today, because, it's been bothering me for the last week.
Okay.
My first topic today, Ms. Regina, is...
Yes, sir.
Village and tribes.
Yes, sir.
Village and tribes. Can you give me a little bit of breakdown on what that is, Ms. Regina, right there? Villages and tribes.
Well, to me, I can't specifically give you the Webster Dictionary version of what I think a village is, but if I had to relate it, I would relate it to the village being my karate school, where I train, where my home is, where I put my blood, sweat, and tears, where I train hard. And my tribe, once I went out, and I spread my wings, I would say my tribe would have to be, whether it's my karate team or venturing off to my tournaments and competing and doing things like that. But that would be how I would give you my definition or my example of a village versus a tribe. How about that?
Well, yeah, everybody has their own opinion.
Yes, sir.
Just like an asshole, everybody has one.
With a split.
With a split, she say. Banana split, she say.
Indeed.
Well, Miss Regina, going to karate tournaments.
Yes, sir.
And we're speaking of villages and tribes. Why can't our village come together, speak more positive things about one another, uplift some of the people that you know are down, and you see that they're down. If you can see it and say it, then why don't you even offer a hand to them to, hey, I'm praying for you, or I hope everything's going well with you, but you so quick to want to talk about what happened with them during a fight and not even express to find out why they did it during the fight.
I don't want to say that certain people can't, like when you say this tribe and going out at tournaments and things like that. I don't think that they can't. What I think is that they overlook it. And when I say overlook it, it can be for their own reasons as far as their own selves. They could overlook it because of jumping on a bandwagon. They could overlook it just because not putting in thought and knowing the facts about certain things. But I think that people do certain things like that because they're not, they don't know the whole story. Let me say that. They don't know the whole story, and they make quick decisions. And it's not a fault. I think it's just something that they don't realize or don't identify with. But I would say that they shouldn't, or none of us should judge or make a quick decision on things and people that we know and we've known for years, and we know that mistakes happen, but we shouldn't always judge people on those one-time things or those things that are normally out of character or out of personalities.
Oh, wait. Shit getting good right here, boy. Oh, my God. Guys. Woo. I just asked the questions. I'm just interviewing Miss Regina for y'all today. I'm just interviewing her. Y'all better be taking notes of these good things that she's giving us. So what can we do to turn what we see is going the wrong direction?
When you say what can we do to turn,
as far as the village, the community, the karate community as a whole,
first, not judge. I would think we don't judge each other. We're a one big family, karate family.
We're one big karate family.
But we're like a fraternity to me.
But it's so crazy because we do have different fraternities, but I tell you what, if it had to be a fraternity versus a football team, I tell you that fraternity will stump the hell out that football team.
Absolutely.
But the crazy thing is with us, we're going to get our ass whooped by the football team.
Why do you think so?
Because we're going to be fighting one another.
Oh, I got you. The difference is
sticking solid to make that one strong Zordon. We're going to be out here having a bunch of Powerpuff Girls running around this fucker.
I got you.
So what can we do as a whole, or you and I, to start doing to transition some of these other folks? Because, we do have some followers.
We do. We do, and we have good people.
Each one teach one is what we've been going by. So Absolutely. What can we do?
First of all, be aware of ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. Be aware of ourselves. That's number one. Y'all heard that. Write it.
That's one of the things I learned. Again, I had to do, or not that I had to, I chose to do certain types of counseling throughout my life for myself, for my marriage, and even now going to school. I'm actually trying to do that and help. And one of the things that I've learned on my own self, or for my own self, would be self-awareness and being aware of the things that I do, that whether it causes problems, it's positive, it's negative, just being aware that whatever I put out there or I release out into the world or upon someone else, that there's a reaction, a cause, a reaction, the way they see it. And people, again, don't always see things on the same level. But when I put out things, I need to understand that whatever I get back, I also have to give them, whether you say the benefit of the doubt, thought, the process of understanding what I'm receiving back. And trying to be on a level to where it's balanced and everybody kind of talks and communicates with each other, especially if you have that long-term relationship. Like I think and feel us in karate, we have been there with each other and for each other for years, some of us longer than others. And if I make or have a brain fart, as I referred earlier, I would hope I wouldn't be judged just on that one thing, that people would actually, one, try to figure out what's going on to where that happened, or to actually give me compassion and understanding to say that Regina was going through something, or something must have happened in her life or went on outside of the ring, the tournament, at home, wherever it was outside, for her to react or do something like that. That's what I would hope and I would think.
So to call you a punani, a penis.
Okay.
And not in those words, I know some people have their kids listening, so I don't want to go too explicit on the wording of body parts, but to call you that is and to not give it a reaction to it.
For someone to call me that, I would think they really don't know me.
Or have a personal problem with you.
Or it could be. Yeah, that is a good option.
They don't know you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So they once judged you by what you just done, and now you are
on your actions, or not on your character, and like on your quick impulse.
So to freeze, that's what I want to freeze. I want to freeze that right there. Oh, let's freeze that. That's why I want to freeze. So how we transition to where, hey, that's not okay, because I haven't seen anybody even try to stand ground and say, whoa. Especially the people that even talked about the person into where it's like, oh, one person's better than the other. You guys have to understand, we go to tournaments. Black belts, we are black belts, and then some of us are adults. Some of us have kids. Some of us are still kids.
Some of us have jobs to go to.
Have jobs to go to. Social media is very dangerous in this time frame. So you have to be very careful and wise on, and also mindful of what you put on the social media about somebody in their life. But to get on there and to just blast people and talk about how somebody's better than somebody else's skill level, it still comes down to where we have rules. Stop means stop, no means no, go means go. No matter what. Stop means stop, no means no, go means go. You can't justify anybody not listening to the word stop. Anybody's not listening to the word go. Anybody's not listening to the word no. We are all taught as children to stop when told to stop. No means don't do it. Go means have fun.
Absolutely.
And to talk about a skill level, it don't take a skill level to know those three things. You don't have to have a skill level. You just have to follow directions.
And understanding.
And understanding what those directions was given to you. The instructions, were given to you. We all were given instructions during the fight. So don't judge me on what I done during the fight when you guys try to go about skill level. It didn't matter about skill level at the time. That's why when I kicked him, I stopped. But you guys wasn't there. You don't know too much. So you got to be very careful and be very mindful of what you say when you wasn't in the room.
A lot of us have made mistakes in that manner.
But him and I kicked it after the fight. Correct?
Correct.
Him and I, after I had supposedly knocked him out, and he do get an Oscar for that knockout. He does get one for that. Him and I sat there and talked on the whole rest of the division.
It wasn't something malicious.
To where then I told him to get away from me. Don't come over here by me. You just made me get disqualified. I didn't do none of that.
And he didn't either.
He didn't either. He was like, "Whoa, I should keep my hands up." I say, "You know what? That makes the both of us." Because I should have kept my hands up too, and you wouldn't have been able to have got the shot off. Everybody's always open to have their opinion. I liked on some of you guys' opinion. What I didn't like on was the disrespect and calling me out of my name. I didn't like that. What I didn't like was the ones that just talked about my skill level, that at least you guys didn't even had the audacity to tell the people not to don't even call me that. Be respectful. Everybody want to talk about black belts and dignity and everything. You fuckers didn't show none. But I'm going to show you guys some, because I apologize for my mistake. I am human. And if you perfect, you better have a brick house.
None of us are perfect, even as.
So then that means you got a glass on it then somewhere.
Absolutely.
We ain't gonna go too deep in that. I just need the village, my karate people, my karate family. Let's change the way we act
towards each other,
towards one another. Because I guarantee you, some of y'all gonna want to shake my hand when y'all see me again, and I will embarrass you in front of everybody and not shake your hand and make a fool out of you because you got on this damn social media and wanted to be a class clown. Don't do me like that. Be respectful. I made a mistake. I got caught in the moment. I apologize. That doesn't take away from my character, who I am outside the ring. I'm not a dick. I'm not a P.
Absolutely not.
I'm a human being. So I need you guys to understand that and be very careful on who you may say something about and make them react a whole different way. Thank God I'm in psychology now. So I have to understand and be aware of myself and be aware of my surroundings, that sometimes my surroundings may want to take me down. Can't let it happen.
And that you made the mistake they brought this on and their reaction to it.
Yeah.
Does it make it right?
You guys are standing me worse than God is. Shit.
Right? And they judge me. I see some people out there saying things that I know and witnessed throughout my karate years, that whether it was the same different reaction, but the same results, which meaning you did something to someone to get disqualified that was uncalled for.
Back in the 80s?
That was a break.
How was it back in the 80s, early 90s? It was
part of the fight.
It was part of the fight.
Here in Texas for a long time.
I'm from the 90s. That's part of the fight.
That's the way we fought.
And down here in Texas, they'll tell you, oh, you may win, but guess what? I'm going to make sure that you knew that you fought me.
Absolutely.
Hey, part of the fight.
Before I learned I learned how to fight out here in Texas, my home, my foundation.
I still show love. I train different. I can sidekick Miss Regina, and guess what? If I don't have my hands up, she's going to two-piece me. You better ask Gary Lee, ask Christopher Robinson.
It's not and I tell them all the time, it's not that I hit late. I just follow up.
That's it.
And I did too much work to get close enough to you to stop, especially when we don't have judges that actually say stop. Listen. That's me and how I fight. So, guys, I'm sorry. And you've probably seen me hit or do some things that weren't called for, but it doesn't judge. It doesn't dictate, and it doesn't give you and tell you who I am as a person outside of the ring. I would have made a mistake. It would have been a reflex. It would have been something that was out of my control at that moment. I'm human. Just like he said, you make mistakes.
So, talk about this new topic, because, girl, I've been watching these new things on YouTube.
Stress relievers is what I call it. In the most positive, legal manner outside of karate. And doing it because we as a karate family don't want to hurt each other and do this to each other, because that's not what we are trained for.
So, I've been watching these new people. I love the fact that they're trying to do something different for the community. It's called Guns Down, Gloves Up.
And you should YouTube it, guys.
You guys should get on YouTube. I promise you guys should get on YouTube. Not only is it comical, but it's also so relieving to watch these guys go back to a time where if you had a problem with somebody, you fought.
Yes.
And as what was Mr. What's his name? Mr. Witherspoon's name on Friday? You live to fight another day. You live to fight another day. Man, these guys put these gloves on and they
bang.
Fucking bang. No mouthpiece, no helmet, no ring. And when they got a ring, it's hilarious because they slide all across it.
Right. And they doing it in church shoes.
Church shoes, Jesus shoes, everything. Jesus slippers.
It's not the most structured way, but I get the gist.
The platform they're trying to do.
Them having the people that in the community that follows it.
The village.
The village that follows it is the best way for them to relieve their stress and the anger that they have built up, whether it's towards each other or in the world. It's the best thing for them, and it's positive in their atmosphere. And they're not gang banging.
No.
I mean, if they're not putting that on the show, I'm not saying what they're doing in their personal lives, because I don't know those people.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is they're putting on a platform of them, the way they are, where they're from, and they're doing something.
Coming together.
They're coming together, and they're doing something unexpected, outside of the realm of what people see them as. And that means to me that they are trying not to be a product of their environment. Yes, it's in a manner like us, it's a contact sport. It is somewhat of a violent sport because you're punching and kicking. Well, yes.
You better not kick nobody.
They don't kick. I'm sorry, it's only boxing with those. You only use hands, gloves. So in both aspects, you're making contact with each other in a fighting manner, a combat manner. And the way that they're doing it just because they want to relieve stress. They want to get each other off the streets. They want each other not to pick up a gun and go out and shoot each other and take each other out, whatever race, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, whatever. They're trying to have you do it in a put your gloves up, let's fight about it. And then afterwards, they shake hands.
Give
hugs, and they give hugs and they say, thanks, bro. I needed that good shot. it to me, and I love combat. I love fighting. To me, it's the best way to get some of our brothers, our women, and again, any race off the streets in a violent, criminal way to shoot and kill each other.
They have a boxing team.
They have it where they travel around the city to city.
They going right now. You have Tampa, Florida, showing up everywhere, challenging anybody to a battle. Now we got one right here in Houston, out in A-Leaf. We got one on in Dallas.
We're going to try to find it.
We got one in Atlanta.
Those dates. But when we find out those dates, guys, we're going to come to you live.
We coming to y'all. We're going to show y'all. It's amazing. And it's just so crazy because I've been watching it probably for the last 2 months and I haven't said much about it because I was trying to see where it was going. But to watch the growth and how the spectators and the fighters, how like everybody's taking it so cool, like it's every Sunday.
Honestly,
Tampa got it every Sunday.
Honestly, the creativity that they've taken, nothing, which means nothing. They have no stunts, no props, no anything, and then to watch them build a ring,
big circle
from rope. From not garbage, but from straight 2x4s. They are being creative enough to engineer a boxing ring, a stage, a platform,
spectator seats out there. It's live. It's very live,
and they are doing that by any means necessary because they want to do something other than what is expected. What is expected is to shoot and kill each other. So if they want to do it, why not encourage them? Why not watch them? Why not support them?
So
why not?
Big shout out to them. I'm looking for you guys out there on the on social media so I can see all the messages so I can get some real commentators over there. Y'all need some real commentator shit going on over there.
Absolutely.
That is hilarious. I watch some people out there. Big shout out to Shooter and Parlay because Parlay be out there parlaying. Oh, you don't want this right here. What? You don't want this right here.
He's like tap on those domes.
So yeah, and then you think you got a skill and you got some hands, you get your ass in there. You get in there. Get in there with these. We
wear mouthpiece and headgear. Yeah, we wear foam pads.
It's a good thing for us because
we kick. They don't kick.
They don't kick. It's no kicking. It's no kicking.
I bet you hit them with a D side at least.
Look, the way they be coming out there bopping and weaving. I watched one person have a lump on his head that grew in the matter of 10 seconds.
That was a hematoma. That's what that
is. A hematoma.
Don't ask me to spell it. I have to ask Siri.
But that's why it came out at least 10 letters because it was 10 seconds.
It grew quickly because I saw it. It was not there.
But he did come back and fight again on the few cards after. He definitely had to let that thing go down. But it starred there. Like me, it's there forever.
Absolutely.
Whenever that boy hit him with the elbow, the head, or the forearm, it is a real war wound. He has a hematoma, as she said.
That's it. I've had those before. Kobe Northcutt gave me one on my forearm.
Oh Lord!
With one of those mean sidekicks she has.
Ooh, actually, that's probably why my damn arm hurt. And Evan gave me one up here or something.
Your whole face is a hematoma.
Whatever. Like a roach. Oh, so yeah, gloves up, guns down. Make sure you guys catch that, sis. I know you say you haven't been. You missed the game last night.
I did.
So I'm not gonna ask you to give me no highlights, but I just need you to give me what's going on with it.
Well, talk to me. I mean, it's just what I see and read on. I keep up or I try because some people out there I see. My friends on Facebook, they post some things that I actually didn't know, and I follow them also. But Chris Paul, if nobody knew it, but I love Chris Paul. I've always loved him, and I want to see him win that title that he is destined to win. He had the last 3 games because now they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Wait. CP3 is on a 3-game losing streak.
Yes, sir. They won the first 2 to go up 2-0. But then Milwaukee went home 1-2, and then they won last night to go up 3-2, which means if Milwaukee wins the next game, they basically swept.
So I need y'all to share this fucking video on Chris Paul's Facebook or his damn Instagram or his Twitter and let him know to pick it up.
Hashtag Chris Paul.
Pick it up. Come on, CP.
Chris Paul. He got to do it. He gonna do it. We all again have brain farts.
We definitely do.
We get caught sleeping. He still has. It's not over yet. It's like having 10 seconds on the clock. You're down 1.
Have anybody ever came back like this in the NBA for a finals?
Absolutely. That's
Maybe Jordan. Was he down?
3-2. Specifically, brother. I can't. It would take me a little second.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. She got a brain fart, guys. That's what this is for right now. But I guarantee you, she'll better get back to me with it. Definitely, because I just wonder. Once again, this is our sport, man. We're gifted at every sport out here, from drag racing to hockey to soccer to baseball to flips and tricks and shit. To looking like my sister ugly ass over here.
You just mad because I look better than you, no matter what I have on.
Because
jealousy is not good on you, brother.
You seen her today. Y'all didn't know that. I definitely look good.
You know what I look like. Check me out.
I'm the prince in purple today, baby. Woo! The prince in purple today. Remember, I'm the prince, not the king yet. Yeah, so sis, I just wondered that. That's just a good question. I told you I'm doing the interview questions today. I'm like Vibe TV in this bitch. I ask the questions, but that's all right. I'm sure next week you'll better get back with me.
I will, and you make sure you remind me. If
any of y'all can help her, then help her ass too. Let me send her a message
and let me know, because I do like sports and I do like statistics, and that's one good question my brother got me on. I'm not sure, and if I had to guess year-wise, I don't know, but I would have to say it's back like maybe Golden State. And to actually win the title is what you're asking me?
Well, yes, because you said it's not too late for my boy CP to pull this out.
Yes, sir. Because they have to win in the next game in Milwaukee. They have to win.
So let's say being down, what is it, 3-2? Being down 3-2.
The last team to come back and win the title,
or a team that came back being down 2-0 and win it, because that's still be the same
in the finals.
Even if it went 7 games.
In the finals. Ooh, that I would have to say year-wise, I don't know. But
that's all right.
It would have to be like a Golden State team when they were young, or someone like a Cavaliers team.
That's why I tell y'all I know she on her sports.
Something like that, and I'm gonna have to Google that or ask Siri or go to on ESPN history. Or I'll find out.
I got another person that may help you out too. Don't worry.
Well, let's go.
He may give it to us before the show over.
Hey.
He may call me.
Hey,
Tyrone. Toilet paper.
Yeah, something like that. It'd have to be one of those teams, but I'm not specifically sure. So I will have to get back with you to be 100% sure.
Now, had Olympics. When does the Olympics start?
Sir,
when is the 20th Olympics
start? Just a few days from now. What we say today was the 18th. So we have 5 days. 5 days.
So that means she's definitely gonna be talking some good shit
next
to you guys next week.
I follow a lot of the Olympic team, USA team, of course, and individuals. So a lot of them already left to head to Tokyo. Simone Biles, some of the swim team, Leckley, I can't remember her first name. Just track, some of the track. I follow Jamaicans, Price. I love her. She's good. I think she's going to win the 100 because Richardson.
Well, I sent her a message.
Sha'Carri Richardson, if you didn't know.
I sent you a message, baby girl. Please get back with me. And if y'all know her, put this on her page too.
Absolutely.
Put this on there. I sent you a message. I want you to get back with me.
Hey.
I ain't going to tell everybody what I asked you.
Okay, well.
And I didn't ask you for a number or anything like that.
Good, you perv.
No.
Now, she's going to run in the race in August. That's going to be her first one. She's already announced it and they accepted it. So that's going to be her first original race after her suspension. It's going to be in August, and I think it is called, hold on.
That's all right. So you know what she's doing right now. So everybody that's around here posting that silly shit, she in with a weed head, all that, she gonna prove y'all ass wrong. She gonna prove you wrong. All thing, y'all can't try to force the negativity on somebody. When they really want to show you what's up.
Again, she said don't fuck with her, and I'm not.
And I'm telling you, I'm trying to get her to come on here and let y'all know on my show, don't fuck with her.
Hey,
she ain't to be played with.
That's it.
So y'all be getting ready for it. The Olympics next week. So where's the USA basketball team going?
Actually, sir, they have lost. They lost to Nigeria.
Whoa, they lost.
They did. See, them people, them actually our brothers and sisters.
I know, who are very, very hardcore when it comes to work ethics.
Absolutely. They put it in because
they run bare feet getting chased by tigers.
Mm-hmm. They do, I think so. But
lions and bears and shit.
They are very underrated.
Oh, definitely.
And they're not a country that is as wealthy or popular as the U.S. And so for them to beat us, they hadn't beaten us I think it said in 20 or 30 years.
I can believe it.
Even though it was a scrimmage, it still meant something. And anybody that takes a
that gives confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Confidence.
They needed that to go into the Olympics. And
yeah.
They are on a roll. I've watched Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
He took his team into the Olympics for the first time, I think, in 40 years.
Congratulations.
And so for them to do things like that, I think this is going to be a Super Olympics. I'm excited. Some of these people.
So the basketball is going to be interesting to watch.
Absolutely. USA has lost already 2 or 3 scrimmage games. The girls, women, basketball lost 1 for the first time in like 10 years. So this pandemic has done a lot for people across the world to come out and be aggressive, hungry, self-esteem building, motivated, whatever it is. Everybody's coming out in their raw form. Ooh. And it's going to be good. And I'm watching everything from badminton to toilet paper tossing. So if you not like the Olympics like I do, set your DVRs, your timers, and have you some coffee ready like me, because I'm going to watch it 24/7 as often as I can and take cat naps in between commercials.
They need to add an eating division for you.
Woo! If they would, I wouldn't join it because it's the devil. I ain't selling my soul. I still am going to the upper room.
Be out there looking like Laura ass.
He mad. He mad because his little 3-year-old weigh more than him.
That's all right.
That's it.
She need to be bigger than me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If he would just eat a piece of toast, he might gain a piece of pound.
A piece of pound and a piece of toast. Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
That's not right to you.
Why not?
Because I do eat my toast.
You think so?
I still don't gain my pounds because I train. My work ethic has changed.
I'm trying.
I can last 3 rounds in 1.5 minutes each round.
Okay.
I can last it.
I can't say the same, but I will try.
Y'all come out there and try me if you want it for 1.5 minutes and see what happens. I'm not going to run around the ring. Oh!
Try.
Speaking of around the ring, me.
Yes, sir. I'm here for you.
I know you are.
What's up?
What about that 5x5 I had to fight in at the tournament?
At Billy's tournament.
Big shout out to Billy for that right there. What about that 5x5 I had to fight in at the tournament?
I don't think I could fight in a ring that small.
You know how challenging and how exciting it would be to watch. One, you can't put a big person over a little person. It's not going to be right.
Absolutely.
But same height, same, whatever in there. And if both feet go out, you're disqualified. 1 foot out and you lift your leg up, you're disqualified. First to 10 points.
Absolutely.
Watch them people bang in the middle of that ring. You can't even angle. You can't even move out the way.
You can't even pinch the bitch.
It's like ding dong. Seesaw height. Boom, boom,
ping
boom,
pong.
Boom, 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 boom. But I tell you, it was fun.
Absolutely.
That was something different.
They were trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah. I loved it, though. I loved it. I just be excited to fight. I just love fighting. I just love for the kids to watch me fight and just see me give them a good show.
Yes, the kids.
The kids, exactly. And that's kids. My main point. That's what I do this for.
It's a weird thing. For people to, and I'm going to go back a little bit because I just had a thought.
That's all right.
My thought is...
My people know how to rewind this shit.
My thought is, for the people that are kind of holding you and judging you at that, when you made that mistake, I don't think that some realize that we had kids and students there. And when I say kids and students, people that don't see that tournament side of us, especially on that national level, they see more of a local level, and us competing and being a more home and a more sheltered type of thing because of the privates and the way that they fight on a state level. But when you went out there and you made that mistake, and again, I'll refer to it as a brain fart.
Oh, yeah, of course, because when you asked me what happened,
you couldn't tell me. when you went out there and did that, not many people know or understood that, again, you had students there, but you are not that person to do that in a malicious and a permanent way to where it would give that example as that's who you are to the kids. We teach and we build kids in the manner that we were built and brought up. So again, when you did that and you made that mistake, it wasn't because that's who you are. It was because you made a mistake. And that's not you you're not trying to show that negative aspect and that negative side to those kids. So I would have thought and I would hope that people would know, again, it was just a mistake. It wasn't you and how you are in general. It's not you and your character. It's not you being a malicious, vindictive bully or any of that. And I hope that people will listen to this and understand it, the difference.
Oh, yes. But don't worry. I just hope that they don't make that mistake. Because I know that they wouldn't want to be in the spotlight and be called the things that I was called.
Oh,
I know.
Hope not.
So,
they better hope I'm not there to witness it.
You know.
Not that I would do anything to get even or vindictive.
Oh, no,
but what I would do is say karma is a mother. And you should never.
That's a sister to life.
Absolutely.
Karma is the sister to life. Meaning that they're connected together.
Indeed.
So I've learned that through my 36 years being on this earth, I've learned about karma. So I know that it comes back around. So I don't try to do anything hurtful and maliciously negative to somebody. That's not me.
Guys, I knew that at the moment it happened, if you've seen the clip that was posted, you saw and you heard me stand up and yell no. Because again, if I knew my brother was going to have or react in a manner like that and had that in his mindset, I wouldn't have allowed him to spar. Because if people know me, they know that I'm not that type of person by any means.
I don't waste money to go to compete. I don't do that. So being at an event, I don't mind paying to be there at the event. But to pay for a entry fee, damn near $100, that wasn't even on my mind to do either. That's why I said it was just a reaction that happened.
For him to do that, I asked him a question before he even was disqualified and they bowed him out. I asked him, why would you do that? And he turned to me and he said, sis, I don't know. My next thing was, you should not have been fighting, because that told me mentally there was some type of imbalance. There was some type of break mentally. And I say mentally because that wasn't black belt mentality. I agree with that.
Yes.
I don't agree that he should be stripped. I've seen some, and you know who you are, that said that he should be stripped of his black belt. That's just outrageous. And you need to just regroup and think about what you just said and what you've had done in your past. You should think about that. But I don't think that the level of him and his mentality, if he can't explain and tell me why he did it.
My coach.
I saw what I saw during that fight as a coach and a spectator. Yes, it was a hit late on both sides. Yes, he hit you late. Yes, he was given warning or should have been. But for that reaction, I wanted to know what he did to do that, and you couldn't tell me. So I knew that there was something going on, and I didn't recognize it. I feel partially to blame because that happened on my time. And in my time, meaning you and I went up there to go fight, have fun, win, and try to do our best.
We woke up under the same roof. We woke up and rode in the same vehicle. We walked in the tournament at the same time. I was with her all night, all morning.
There was nothing wrong with him. There was
fine.
no anger. There was nothing that happened to make me think that something like that would have happened. Even prior to that, when he was hit late, even prior to that, when things happened that you thought could have made him react like that, that specific moment, that specific reaction was a surprise to me. And I was with him the entire time. So
I didn't even know she yelled no.
He didn't hear me. That tells you.
I didn't even hear her yell anything. I've been told she yelled no twice. So that just said, you guys, right then, it was just a moment out of my own realm. I just kind of, and then I walked away when he fell. You know why I walked away? Because I couldn't believe I just did that, and that was so embarrassing.
We had kids watching.
That's why I walked away. I couldn't go pick him up. He was knocked out at the moment. I'm a fighter. I can't just go pick him up. No, that's a center ref's job now. I'm out the way right now. I already knew what time it was. I didn't argue with no judge about when I bowed out, any of that. It's all respect.
I was mad at him for
it. It was all respect. And do know, I know when she's upset. I don't go by her. Everybody that walked around me said, they'll tell you. Mimi stayed away. Lump stayed away from me because he knew he was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble. I knew
it wasn't something that I knew that he deserved to happen to him, but I was upset because I didn't know that was going to be our final first fight. You hadn't even gotten warmed up completely.
Not at all. I was out there doing too much exciting things anyway.
that's a blind side. That's a blind side to us all. But I don't judge my brother, and I would hope again the people that actually know him, respect him, and respect his foundation and where he comes from, knows that he didn't do that maliciously in a bully form. I'm gonna just beat up anybody and somebody because I want to.
I probably had maybe about 5,000 individual fights through my whole karate career, probably even more than that. Disqualification is still counted on one hand. How many times I've ever been disqualified at an event? I still can count on one hand. Maliciously. When I was underbelt, and when I fought Ryan McGriff at Diamonds All-Stars in my first event, I was still pumped up from super fights. And just kept going. Them the only times I ever been disqualified for malicious. You guys want to so-called call maliciously attacking somebody after the break? No.
We all make mistakes.
Ryan McGriff wasn't hurt. The guy that I fought before that in the underbelt division wasn't hurt. So you guys just be very mindful on what you guys out here saying. And if you wasn't in the room, you need to go watch the full video.
And the ones that were there and they know my brother and they know that is not him.
I'm a world champion, guys. Y'all forgot.
Thank you.
I'm a world champion. Y'all must have forgot I won Battle of Atlanta. I couldn't have won Battle of Atlanta if I got frustrated because somebody hit me after the break. And do know, the thought of you guys thinking that I wouldn't do any good fighters like that, because good fighters stop when they are told to stop. So you wouldn't have to worry about me doing a good fighter like that. But I wouldn't say I'll do anybody like that because that wasn't my mindset. Once again, that's what you guys try to take my character to. That wasn't my mindset. But I will protect myself and do what I need to do to protect myself with anybody in the ring. Yeah, I must have forgot. I fought some of the best of our generation.
And some of your
and some are before my generation.
Absolutely.
And it's always been well respected. I get hit after the break.
That's not.
I don't fake injuries. I get hurt during training that I try to play off and go to a tournament and try to fight and act like it's not gonna bother me. I don't pretend injuries. None of my injuries I pretend. You'll ask the doctor to pull up the records for you guys. I don't pretend injuries. When I go to a tournament, if my choice is to fight, and I got hurt this week, I'm about to lie to her and let her know I'm not hurting, and then we just about to just go with it. And if I accidentally mess around and pull on it, karma comes back around to me at the event. I mess around and tweak something that I hurt earlier that way. Then you got to be done because I have a child. So my priorities are very different than everybody else's. I want to be able to play with my child.
Everybody's life is.
I want to be 60. I want to be 60 and still be able to play with her and not be getting pushed around in a wheelchair by her. So watch what you guys are saying, because I'm telling you, y'all gonna see me one day.
Some people should just ask you if they're bold enough to say things and talk about things.
Yeah, ask me.
Pull them to the side and say,
exactly. And that's my whole thing. Look, I'm very loving outside the ring. A lot of people tell you guys I'm very, very respectful. The whole nine. I love listening to stories. I love getting knowledge from everyone. I love people's opinions about
talking to our karate family, bonding and just mingling. Everybody knows
I'm not a loner. I'm not a fucking loner. I don't just sit out to the side.
You can't be a loner with me stuck to you.
Hell, I protect my karate family from anybody that tries to bother my karate family. I'm one of the ones that step up and take the bullet for a bunch of ass trying to get to my people. You know,
absolutely.
Because you having a bad day, my producer tell you, hey man, you better go with that shit.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, we had some events going on July 10th. My sister was messed up on July 11th. Then we had to wait till July 18th to get back with y'all. So,
my bad.
Big shout out to Marcel, because I heard he had a damn show nice event.
He did.
He had
full of competition,
and he had some states come in. Some states came in.
Absolutely.
I saw the Floyds over there, who actually took the senior men and women
Floyd family.
Big shout out to Terry and Ashley Floyd.
Absolutely. And their son, they got a triple threat over there.
Oh yeah, that
would be. You know what? For virtual fight tour, that would be great.
What?
To have, whether it's a husband, wife, mother, father, something else, and a child.
Scrap.
No. I mean, as far as one family versus another family.
Miss Powell can scrap. That Powell can scrap.
I'm not saying she can't. I've never seen her, but I would have to bet money.
I got videos, baby. I got videos.
The apple does not fall far from the tree, is all I'm saying. And if it does, it's just what you want and how you make it. But I believe. Look at the breed. They breed champions over there.
That'd be good.
Who else is out there? Who else is out there that you can match up against, like the Floyd family?
The Floyd family.
So you need a senior man, a senior woman, and then an 18 plus a son, preferably.
Yeah, of course, a son. You know, usually that's how it is. Yeah. So if y'all got,
you got someone out there that can match up against and swap it out, because you know we have some seniors that can go with 18 plus, and I'm saying 18 plus junior swap out for it. You know what I mean? However you want to play that, as long as it matches up equally. So what if we got the virtual fight tour leader himself, Jesse, to come out, and then we got, who would he have as a woman?
His sister. His sister.
His sister. They got everybody over there. They got Aisha
and Tyson.
That's my point. Who can we get
right there?
We can get any.
Or since he's the producer, he can use Kodak.
Absolutely, because they all in the family. That's one big family.
The
Rays versus the Floyds. Or even if we get our producer Trav as our 35 plus, you get Morgan, you get Avery. Morgan, no, because they're both 18 plus. You have to swap them out. Who gonna fight against all the
Richard Plowden is still training.
You'd have to have 4 people.
Richard Plowden is still training, man.
You have to tell Richard
Plowden. Get up. All he needs to know is win.
Oh, well, see, Mr. Plowden,
he got new hips. All he got to know is win.
I want to be
cha-cha slide.
I'm going to that
cha-cha slide.
Well, that's the one, and we're gonna have Miss Plowden coach him.
No, come on, baby. She's strapping now. 30 plus women sitting here right there.
Then we need to talk about.
Morgan gonna coach them.
We gonna be like the Don Kings of karate fights.
I don't want to be like the Don Kings.
Why not? We gonna be the producer.
I want to be like the Mayweather.
Oh no, I don't like him. He's patty cake. He don't hit for real.
No, but he get his money done and he get them fights popping. He got them hitters because Tank Davis is one of his hitters.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tank belong to Floyd, and then Mr. Fallout Man. What's his name? Oh, what's the other name?
Mr. Who Fallout Man? You silly.
Oh, what's his name? Oh, Shake and Bake. Who got in trouble? What's his name? What
does he look like? Where is he from? I can't
think of him. But his daddy be out there coaching him. Yeah, he be out there. He just came back too. He got ding-donged on a couple fights before. And he got in trouble. Him and Tank was training together.
I don't know who you're talking about.
It's going to come to me. You know who I'm talking about. Him and Tank was training together. He used to be with Floyd. Everybody out there in the world that watch boxing, I don't watch boxing much. I just kind of watch it.
I watch certain people.
I've been keeping up with it. But Adrian Bronner.
Pinky toe.
He had the Fallout time one time. He's back out there for boxing too. So big shout out to them. I love it because it should be some exciting fights coming around everywhere. Oh man, guys, pray for Conor McGregor.
Oh,
please.
Wait a minute.
As a martial arts family,
absolutely.
That's what I'm speaking of.
That was nasty.
Please.
And I didn't even see the fight. I saw the highlights and this clip. I saw the clip. The people saw the clip you. I saw the clip of the break, and that could have happened in any way, any shape, any form. It's just like an injury. It was a little more gruesome because I had to turn it. I had to cringe. But that was not anything I would wish on anybody, especially in martial arts world. I wouldn't wish it. That's like the McGahee injury when he broke his knee and bent his knee back for Miami. That's like Paul George when he broke his leg in the Olympics. It's just guys, please pray for him and his recovery. That's like the Dak Prescott injury last year when he broke his ankle.
And the Prescott injury.
That's all nasty. That's not anything I want anybody and then to make a full recovery with no problems or issues. I'm not saying they can't do it, but for them to come back from something like that, they're gonna need prayers and uplifting.
Yeah, definitely uplifting.
World, we should do that.
So, guys, I saw that and do know that is disgusting. That was disgusting.
And he was trying to kick and throw a leg kick.
Yeah, but he had already been throwing leg kicks during the fight, so that was the thing too. He had already been wearing and tearing on his own leg because a couple of those kicks were blocked already. So he was already loosening it up. But I tell you, man, that was Dustin Poirier. Your leg is like the fucking wall that Tom Poole was kicking, boy.
Yeah.
Woo! And kickboxing.
Yeah, I like him.
Man, to have some leg like that, boy, and somebody kick you in the leg, I'm sorry. I know you breaking steel.
He remind me of an old school fighter like BP, Brian Plimple, my brother. And then he also remind me of a kind of like a young, gritty fighter. Somebody
Brandon
asked
Ballou.
me. Brandon Ballou. Somebody
Ballou.
else asked me about the
Ballou, baby.
earlier.
You know
what?
I'm on you, Ballou. I'm on you.
But listen, little Ballou Boo. But look, what you call you? Richie Rich?
Richie Rich.
I like you. And I mean, I like you as far as your grittiness and your fire and your fight and your competitiveness.
Don't back down.
Don't change anything. You remind me of those Ryan Huntleys. But you're not as quiet. Well, you are quiet.
No, you're very quiet.
But
Very humbly.
You're a little bit more stand out as far as I'm a take what I want. And Ryan Huntley, he did it, but he was quiet. He was passive.
Ryan.
And y'all are different. Ryan had a little bit more rhythm. And you're a little bit more white boy, but it's all good. I still love
but
you.
that's East and West though. That's surfing and skiing and ice skiing. That's all that was, surfing and ice skiing.
Ryan Huntley was like basically born in the hood, and I don't know exactly about little Richie Rich, but he hang around Bailey, so Bailey can only gonna make him faster.
That's Joey Greenhall's, and Joey Greenhall is hood as hell. If don't nobody know
what hood he belong to?
Joey Greenhall runs the whole little Boston area.
Run them where?
Run them all around town.
Oh, obviously. I love you, Joey.
Let's squeak. Hey,
you stop arresting me when I see you, but I love you. You cool people.
Yeah, I love it. But see, once again, karate family. That's that karate love. That's that karate family. And then
that's it. So we do it in a joking and loving and most uplifting way.
And he knows that, you know.
Absolutely. And we do it competitively because I want to win.
Definitely.
I want to harass people and heckle you so I can win.
So, you know, his squad don't let him down.
Absolutely.
You know, so Bailey, Brandon.
Absolutely. Rodney. And he's just not there with a solid team all these years for nothing. So
exactly. And you know, and guys, that's one of the teams that's been running as long as Paul Mitchell has been running. Mm-hmm. You guys understand that? Joey Greenhall had teams straight up since Paul Mitchell, since he brought his team out, and they've been running. That's the only two teams that are still around to this day. Is John Paul Mitchell and Team Straight Up.
Absolutely.
Everything else that's came around since the 2000s.
And some people have more than one team.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Sponsored over here and went over here. And I can honestly say I can't remember many. And you know that statistic better than I do right now.
Oh, yeah. You know, I keep up with that.
That's it. That is a long-running team. I was hoping that a team like from Texas, like Kickstart, could have done that.
See what I'm saying?
I wanted them to kind of, and I was never a part of Kickstart. But because Chuck Norris and Kickstart was a representation of Texas, I wanted them, and I hoped that they would stand and stay around as far as a national, worldwide brand, because everyone knows Chuck Norris and Kickstart, from what I understand. But it didn't work out like that, but that's okay. You know, some things happen. Now we have Team Gypsy representing Texas, and they're doing a great job.
They're doing a great job. Big shout out to Chance Turner them. They squad,
and Gil, all of them, they doing it for kids and adults and forums and fighting. So that's great. I remember when it used to be us in GOP.
Straight up.
That's history. We all. It's all right. It's all good.
Our next show, we're going to have the topic of sponsorships.
That's it.
What do we think sponsorships is, and what do we think requirements is for sponsorships? And it's just our opinion and just what we have been through. Because I tell you, I've been spoiled. First team I was ever on, I was spoiled.
I've been spoiled, but
I was fucking spoiled.
I had to pay my dues also.
Man, I rode on private planes.
I had to pay my dues.
P. Diddy had just got out the seat that I was sitting in. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or whatever y'all call him now, Pookie Dog, whatever y'all call him.
Puffy.
Take that. Oh no, I get that. I'm not taking nothing. I don't take anything. You little nasty fucker.
That's what you say. Take that. That's him, P. Diddy. Take that. That's what P. Diddy say.
Boy, y'all should see it because she looks just like it right now.
Shake.
We got the curl hanging out.
It's natural.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
I'm not. I just love it. I love it, you guys. Y'all. Maybe you got any quotes for us today? You got any quotes for us?
Not necessarily quote.
Any statement, phrase we should say? You know, we still at school a little bit, guys. You know, keep praying for me.
Please do.
Look, you got.
Please, I got
one semester left.
One
semester left.
Please pray for me. I'm trying.
I'm telling you.
Keep trying. I got black belt mentality. I will not give up, and I will go down fighting. I promise. I'm trying. Though. I'm really trying.
That's why I need you guys to understand. Instead of y'all dogging me, help me. Push me right now.
You got some mad kids out there. I need you.
I'm at the edge right now. Like this is too much. Y'all gotta help me. Oh, Willie, you came a long way quickly too. 4 courses, 6 classes at a time in there.
Never overlook what someone else is going through. Never. just because you don't understand it or you can't see it.
Or haven't been through it.
Ask, and you shall find what someone needs, what the support is, and the understanding that the understanding that you give and the compassion that you give them can take them a long way. You can't fix everybody, but what you can do is support and be there for everybody.
Woo! My karate family, definite. That goes for all y'all. It goes for all y'all that's just so trying to make the next one not be above you or fail. And you know that they're going down the wrong blueprint. They got the wrong blueprint in their hand, and you guys are watching them go that way, and you just hoping that they do bump into the wall. That's not what's up. That's not what martial arts is supposed to be.
I see it.
And oh, that was a great saying right there that she gave me. Almost made me drop a tear for her right there. Almost made me drop a tear right there. But I tell you what, you know,
it, guys.
I always go to my pastor page, Pastor Bagwell. I always go to his.
Hey, Pastor.
Man, he's amazing, and some of the things that he leave on his page is just be amazing. And sometimes they say he may not come when you want him, but he's always on time. And I always think that he always have a good saying that I just be needing some confirmation for myself on how good of a person I am, or I try to be, or I change to be. Because I tell you what, I used to be a no filter, didn't care what you thought or what you think, and tell you straight how I feel, to where I became respectful, a little more humble, and also passionate of how I make people feel.
I can honestly say you and I both, we learned to listen.
And I definitely learned to listen.
I definitely have, because I didn't always growing up. And when I say I didn't listen, I listened to advice and I listened to other people and their opinions. But ultimately, I still always did what I wanted to.
Yes, ma'am.
And now when I say I listen, I do the same, as in listening to what people say. I listen to their opinions. I listen to their thoughts. But now when I say I listen to it to where I take their advice and I actually do what's best for me. I incorporate it into doing differently, because I know that trying to do my own way and own thing, I don't know everything. And a lot of things that I'm still experiencing, I need help. I need guidance. I need an input. I need an opinion. I need someone that has been in my shoes. I need all of that. And I'm willing to give it in any way I can. But if I don't know and I need help, I would hope that the people that are my friends, my family, and that care and think about me, I would hope that they would be there to help me.
Ooh, yeah. Mimi,
you ugly when you cry.
I know. I just don't want no booger to fall on my nose and then no snot roll behind it. That's all. No, man, that's deep. That's very deep. And like I say, you guys never know what people's thinking or going through if you never ask or even care to want to know.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. I love y'all.
I love y'all guys. You know. I love Mr. Daniel that I fought. You know. Like I said, him and I had a great conversation and a great laughter after the division.
That's it.
Alex, you know what I told you to do. That's why we did this. You get to see who the real martial arts people are, because the martial arts people are supposed to be the one to come through and help, and not just sit around and
not just martial arts, the ones that know you, that has known you from day one.
But they got a karate uniform, but they want to talk.
They're black belts also,
and
they're the ones.
And that's what their karate school. That's what you're going to teach your student to do about another kid. That's not what's up. That's why I say we have to change it.
You never know what someone had going on in their lives to react and do the things that they do when it's not positive. When it's in a negative manner, you should want to find out and help to change, not talk, bash, or insult them as a person, as their character. That doesn't help the situation. It only makes it worse.
And I'm not being funny, but I'm speaking of just how serious it is with the school shootings that go on.
Certain things
in that manner where people are reacting by grabbing
suicide type situation.
multi killings going on because of somebody's feeling and somebody have just took whatever they had left out of them as far as into trusting in people and believing.
Real quick before we go, because we got a few minutes left. There was something a few months ago that went on with someone using the nigger word. And I don't know the details because I just saw what I saw on Facebook. But I know that this person, I don't know her personally, but I know that people that did know her said that she was the type to be friends and cool, calm, and collected with any and everybody. There was not something to where you thought she was racist. And her using that word to me and how it was posted was more of her expressing herself, her being angry, and her lashing out, kind of in the way that you did it.
Yes.
And her doing that to me, and she's a white girl, non-black girl, a non-melanated girl. For her to do that, to me, it was more of, well, why would she do that? If she said this in this manner, it had to be for a reason. She was cast out, she was stoned, and that's everybody's opinion and their own reasons for doing it. Again, I didn't know her personally, but I knew the people that knew her. And the people that I know and that I talked to that were, whether they were on teams with her, they trained with her, they posted videos with her, they worked with her, whatever, said, no, I didn't necessarily see her in that manner. No one, I don't think, ever stood up for her, never and said, oh, well, why did she say this? Or what was the reason? All everyone did in our karate world was cast her out and ban her. And if we were real karate and real family, and I'm to blame also because I didn't know. I didn't necessarily feel comfortable reaching out to her. But for us to do that without finding out why, and if I understand correctly, this was a message that was exploited because it was a conversation that she had with her mother privately. And I've said some things to people privately that you would think I'm a racist, or I hate this, or I hate people, or I am evil, or I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm that way specifically. What it means was I was angry, upset, and I yelled, expressed my way in a hurtful manner. Hurt people. And so when you hurt someone, it's not necessarily how you feel. It's because you're trying to protect, defend, and get even.
Yep.
If you hurt me, I want to get even. We're taught that in karate, defend yourself. So if somebody hurt you, I'm pretty sure some of us are going to do certain things back just because we are feeling like we have to defend ourselves. So that, again, is another example of my brother going through a certain situation and her going through a certain situation. I believe she lost her sponsorship and a few other things.
She lost a lot of stuff.
And I hope that she would hear this or say something, or please reach out to me. I know
she's going to listen to it. She always
reach out to me and please let me hear your side. And please, if you feel comfortable enough to talk to me about it, I'm open and willing to listen to you. I'm willing to give you a chance, even though I don't know you, even though I have no idea why and the reason you said it. But the people that I know outside of my brother and some other people, good 6 to 7 people, told me I never got that impression from her. She didn't seem like that, and that was just her being angry and saying something that she was trying to hurt her mother.
That we all try to get back at our parents eventually. It was something. So
indeed,
that's why I say be very careful, be mindful on what you're saying about people and what they're reading about themselves, or how people feel about them.
Indeed. All right, brother.
All right, so let me go ahead and drop this last little quote for you guys, and we're finna get the hell out of here because I'm tired of sitting here next to Mimi.
He stinks.
And Raising Kanan comes on tonight. I'm ready to watch it.
Absolutely.
For the second time.
We got homework. I got a test to study for.
Yeah, I know, Miss Regina.
We're going.
We're going to the upper room. We're going to the upper room. And I know I sent it to sister, and I know she got it for me hidden up in here. Because I laughed about it. We laughed about it. And we're going to cancel that student debt soon. Huh?
Nah, I'm going to vote for that all the way.
All the way?
All the way, in the way.
Oh, Mimi.
I love it.
All right, guys. Any terms coming up, Mimi?
What is this? The end of July almost. We have a couple local ones. TKO will be in Beaumont the 31st.
Oh, Beaumont 31st. Greg Dorsey's event.
Absolutely. That's a local tournament. We're going to go there to support him and some local fighters just to see that and entertainment. You know, me guys, I like to see it. Other than that, that's about it.
All right.
What you got for me, bro?
Right here. It's from Reverend Bagwell. Thank you again. When God see you doing your part, believing when you don't see any sign of it, thanking him when you are weak, taking steps of faith when you're uncomfortable. God will give you strength beyond your natural ability. He help you do what you normally couldn't do. You guys understand that? I'm not going to read it again because it was quite long. And my eyes are starting to hurt.
I like it, though.
But I do like it. Just know that, like I said, he may not come when we want him, but he's always on time.
On time.
And you guys have a blessed week.
A good week. We'll see y'all next week. I won't skip next week. It won't be on me.
Turning up. Yeah, we're turning up next week. Gotta be prepared.
That's it.
Cause it's gonna guns down, gloves up. Got some shows dropping.
It's the first week of the Olympics. I got some stuff coming.
We're gonna have some video clips for y'all ass next week, so be ready. And don't forget our shit dropping. We're gonna thank our sponsorships out here. Martial Arts Internet Network.
Absolutely, with our trail.
TP,
TPE. We would
gang,
all them.
God.
That's it.
Kids.
Virtual fight tour.
Instructors.
That's
coaches.
It. All of them.
Get out of here.
All martial artists.
The end of the Law and Mimi's Raw Diggity Dig Big Show.
Mimi and Law.
For the last time. Look, she gonna say that for the last. This is the last time her telling me that.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.